We see an underground laboratory where we see two scientists, Gary and Hadley, discussing. They are talking about their home issues when suddenly their colleague Lynn comes. She tells them Stockholm operation has failed and only Japan and their own operations remain. They have to complete their operations, and Gary says they haven't failed since 1998. They say Japan never fails and asks her if she is betting money in the betting game, and they leave. Next we meet Dana, who is in her room, and her friend Jules comes to meet her. Jules tells her to get over her affair with the college professor and shows her new hair color. They are going out for weekend, and Jules says her boyfriend Kurt is bringing his friend Holden. Jules says Holden will be good for Dana to forget her past relation and asks her to pack her clothes. Kurt comes to the room and they remove Dana's books from her bag and ask her to get ready. They pack their luggage in car and meet their friend Marty, who smokes a lot of weed. Marty meets Holden and others and they leave from there, and someone watches them from roof. Gary and Hadley meet Daniel, who is the security guard, and they start tracking Dana and her friends. They arrive at petrol pump but find no one there, and Holden goes inside to check and finds Mordecai. He is the owner and talks rudely with them. They ask him for directions to a cabin which Kurt's cousin has booked for them. Mordecai tells them the way and talks badly with Jules, which makes Kurt angry, and he throws the money at him. They leave from there and go towards the cabin, and we see a bird hit an invisible wall and die. They arrive at the cabin and find it to be beautiful and take their luggage to their rooms. Holden finds a scary painting and removes it and finds it has a one-way mirror behind it. He finds Dana is changing her clothes and does not know about it, so he warns her. Everyone is surprised to see the mirror, and Holden asks Dana to switch rooms with her. Dana thanks him and they flirt with each other, and later Dana sees Holden changing and finds him attractive. She puts the painting back and covers it with a cloth, and we see the scientists are watching this. They have multiple cameras set up an entire cabin, and they are intoxicating them with mind-altering drugs. They have used drugs in Jules' hair color to drug her, and they get a call from Mordecai. He tells them he has sent them to the cabin and done his job, and Hadley thanks him for this. Mordecai tells them to follow the ritual, but Hadley and others make fun of him for telling them how to do their jobs. The group takes a swim in the river, and the scientists monitor their heartbeat and take bets. They all are betting on how the group will die, and Lynn asks Daniel if he will bet, but he says no. Daniel asks if the director knows about the betting, and Gary says their job is get the group to cellar. After going in cellar, the group choose how they will die, so they bet on the method of choice. Gary says director won't interfere as long as they do their job properly, and collects all money. Later the group dances and plays a game of truth and dare, and Jules chooses to take a dare. Marty tells her to kiss the wolf head behind her, and she agrees and goes and flirts with the wolf. Jules kisses the wolf passionately, and everyone is surprised to see this and claps for her. Next it is Dana's turn, and she chooses dare, and suddenly the cellar door opens. Everyone is shocked to see it, and Jules gives a dare to Dana to go down and see what is inside it. Dana goes down and finds many weird things and gets scared, and others come to check her. They see the cellar has many scary and weird things, and they all find some objects. They find a shell, a music box, a locket and dress, and start looking at these. Dana starts reading the diary and tells everyone that it belonged to a girl named Anna. She lived in this cabin and was tortured by her own family in a black room and was killed by them. Dana finds something written in Latin, and Marty asks her not to speak it, but she does not listen. Dana reads the words, and outside the zombies of Anna and her family come out of the ground. The scientists and the team celebrate, and Gary says that people who bet on zombie have won. Hadley is not happy because Kurt had the shell in his hand but did not use it, and he lost the bet. He wanted to see Merman kills the group, and we see on TV, same game is being played in Japan. A girl's ghost is in school and hunting small girls, and others' place have failed in their mission. Later the group is partying, and Jules and Kurt decide to go outside and have fun. Marty tells Dana that he has found change in everyone's behavior and all are acting different. He feels that everyone is being controlled like puppets, but Dana says maybe it's because of drinking. Dana and Holden talk with each other about the book, and outside Jules and Kurt make out. The scientists release some gas to make them kiss each other and have sex. Suddenly Jules is attacked by the monsters, where they stab her hand and also attack Kurt. They badly hurt Kurt in the back and kill Jules with their weapon in front on Kurt. The scientists offer prey for the sacrifice, and Hadley presses a switch, and it releases some blood. The blood falls in a bowl and goes down to fill a picture which looks like a woman. While reading a book, Marty feels someone is talking to him and calling his name. He gets scared and decides to go for a walk and finds Dana and Holden kissing each other. Outside, Marty feels something is strange, and we see a zombie coming towards him from behind. Suddenly Kurt comes there and asks him to run and go inside, and all ask him about Jules. Kurt tells them Jules is dead and asks to close the door, but Dana doesn't believe him and opens the door. She finds a zombie standing who throws her Jules' head, and she gets scared and they manage to close the door. Marty says she also saw a girl who is missing a hand, and Dana says the girl is Anna from the diary. They decide to work together as a group, and the scientists release a gas to make Kurt change his decision. Suddenly the zombie breaks a door and everyone runs in their rooms, and the scientists lock their doors and separates them. Marty breaks a lamp by accident and finds a hidden camera inside and thinks this is a reality show. Suddenly, he is attacked by a zombie through a window who pulls him out and stabs a knife in his back. The zombie drags Marty in the jungle, and Hadley pulls another lever to release blood as sacrifice. Another painting gets filled and the lab starts shaking, and Dana is attacked by a zombie. Holden saves her, and they put a bed to block the door, and Dana finds a secret door in the floor. They go down in the basement and find this is the black room from the diary where Anna was tortured. Suddenly Holden is attacked by a zombie who starts pulling him up, but Dana kills the zombie. She stabs the zombie multiple times and saves Holden, and Kurt asks them to come outside. They run towards a van and start it and escape from the cabin. In Japan, we see the schoolgirls have defeated the ghost and converted in a frog and are happy. The scientists are angry because of this, and their other locations have also failed in their sacrifice. Only this location remains, and they need to complete the sacrifice ritual, and Hadley notices something. He sees the tunnel ahead is not blocked, and the group can easily escape from them. Gary gets scared and runs towards his other team to close the tunnel, and the van is close to exit. Gary manages to blow the tunnel and close the exit, and the group reverses the van to escape. They see the exit is on the other side of the valley, and Kurt decides to jump it using a bike. Kurt says he has done bigger jumps than this, and he will come back with police to help them. Kurt starts his bike and jumps towards the valley, but his bike hits the invisible wall, and he falls down and dies. Holden and Dana are shocked on seeing this, and Dana feels Marty was right, and they are being controlled like puppets here. Another painting gets filled, and they decide to drive back to the cabin, but Dana feels they won't be able to leave. Holden tells her to be calm, but suddenly he is attacked by a zombie from behind who stabs him with a knife in his neck. Holden is killed, and the car crashes in water, and Dana manages to swim to the shore. The scientists celebrate that they have completed the ritual since Dana, who is a virgin, is left. Whether she lives or dies, the ritual demanded her to be left at last, and they celebrate. At the shore, Dana is attacked by another zombie who tires, killing her while others party in lab. Suddenly a red phone rings, and the scientists get a call from director from upstairs. They are told someone is still alive, and we see Marty saves Dana before the zombie can kill her. They run from there and go in an underground bunker, where Marty says he has found an elevator. They activate the elevator and decide to go down, and the elevator starts moving. They see many different creatures like werewolf, ghost, and other deadly beings. Dana comes to know they themselves choose how they would die, and these creatures are different ways. Dana gets angry, and we see there are many ways to die, and the scientists are in panic. They want Marty to die before Dana to complete the ritual, and they send their man to kill them. When the elevator stops, the man comes to kill them but is attacked by a zombie in lift and is killed. Dana and Marty escape from there, and the director talks to them over radio. She tells them it's their job to complete the ritual and their job to be offered as sacrifice and die. Dana and Marty run into a control room and see an army come to stop them. Dana sees the creatures are in nearby lifts and pushes a button to release them on Army. The army is attacked by the monsters and all are killed, and many monsters go in the lab also. The scientists see all their colleagues are being killed, and Dana and Marty are attacked by a big bat. They run from there and find a hole and decide to go into escape, and the monsters enter the lab. Gary and Hadley are attacked by the monsters, and Hadley sees a merman who attacks and kills him. Lynn and Daniel are killed by the monsters, and Gary pushed a switch to open a door. Gary escapes underground but is stabbed by Dana, who does not see him coming. Gary, before dying, tells Dana to kill Marty, and they run from there and arrive at a room. In the room we see all 5 paintings from before, and the director comes there to meet them. She explains that in the ritual 5 young people must die: 1 girl with loose character, that is Jules, 1 athlete Kurt, 1 scholar Holden, 1 fool Marty, and lastly, a virgin Dana. They must follow this, otherwise the ancient ones which are below them will rise again and destroy Earth. If the sacrifice is not offered, they will angry and come up, and all rituals at other places like Japan has failed. She says that sunrise will happen in 8 minutes, and if they don't die, all humans will be killed. On hearing this, Dana raises the gun to kill Marty, which shocks him, but Dana is attacked by Werewolf. Marty takes the gun and shoots Werewolf to save Dana, but is attacked by the director. Dana gets badly injured, and she warns Marty of a zombie coming towards him. Zombie attacks the director, and Marty pushed both of them down the platform. Dana says she is sorry, and Marty tells her it's alright, and they both have a smoke. The place starts shaking, and everything is destroyed, and a big large hand comes out of the ground.